Hello, internet world. I like to pretend that my dumbbell is a microphone sometimes, so I'm gonna put that down there. Hey everyone, my name is Brendan. I'm 24 years old and I live in Vancouver, and I wanted to start this video off by saying, yes, I have a bunch of boxes in the background, so be jealous of my boxes, but also that November is Diabetes Awareness Month. I'm really late in posting this video, or at least I wanted to make it on the first of the month and have it posted then, but I just didn't have time to do it, and better late than never. Why don't we just do one halfway through the month anyways. A lot of times I find that a lot of people don't know that it's Diabetes Awareness Month in November because it kind of gets overshadowed by the other months. Like, you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and November, which is Diabetes Awareness Month, is also Movember, or Creepy Mustache Month. So I think we kind of get overshadowed by all the mustaches, literally overshadowed by the mustaches, too big, too bushy kind of thing. I'm sorry, I don't have a mustache. I tried to grow one, but it's like my mustache grows blonde, so even if I had a full mustache right now, you wouldn't be able to see it. I'd still look the same. I have diabetes. In fact, I have type 1 diabetes. I wanted to make this video just to do my part in creating awareness for diabetes and to at least be somewhat of a support to all the diabetics out there in all the lands. Couple facts about diabetes. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, obviously. Type 1 diabetes. What is it? It's a type that I have, and it occurs mostly in children between the ages of 1 and 24, because you're totally still a child when you're 24. So what happens with type 1 diabetes is that at some point in your life, your body's defense system decides it's going to murder all of the insulin-producing cells in your pancreas. I don't know if that's where the pancreas is. It might be somewhere over there. Insulin is what lowers the amount of glucose in your blood and helps regulate your blood sugar and keeps it in check. We are totally reliant on insulin externally through a needle to make it internally, or through a nifty device known as a insulin pump, such as the one I have here. Kind of looks a lot like a really ghetto MP3 player, or a... I've had people ask me if it's a pager before when it's on my belt, and I'm like, it's the 21st century. Who has pagers anymore? Yeah, so that's type 1 diabetes, and cold hard fact is that there's no cure for it, and you're always going to need insulin. And if you can come to the conclusion or the realization that it's not going to go away, then it's really actually going to make your life a lot easier. That's what at least has helped me a lot anyways. Type 2 diabetes is a completely different disease from type 1 diabetes. Believe it or not, over 90% of people who have diabetes have type 2 diabetes, so there's usually a lot of confusion there. When you tell someone you're diabetic, they'll think that there's just one type of diabetes. But no, type 2 diabetes is totally different, and there's a few risk factors that make someone prone to becoming a type 2 diabetic, such as age. Usually people over the age of 40 are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes, being overweight, as well as other health concerns too, such as high blood pressure or high cholesterol. There's also pregnancy-related type 2 diabetes as well. So a lot of times people will get the two confused, or they'll just think that there's just type 2 diabetes, and so that's why it's important to help increase the awareness of it. It's from me to you. Do I have any tips for you? Why, yes I do, Mr. or Mrs. or whoever diabetic out there. One of the best tips that I can say is, if you have any type of diabetes, whether it be 1, 2, 6, 7, there's no 6 or 7. If you have diabetes, move. And I don't mean move like pack up all your stuff in boxes and move out of your apartment. I mean just move in general, whether it be walking instead of driving, getting a Wii and playing tennis, doing laps around your couch. Any type of movement is going to be great for your body, and it's great to help control your diabetes. I love playing sports, especially volleyball, and I'm not going to let diabetes get in the way of me spiking that ball down there because it feels so good. I mean, you may see me in between sets, like checking my blood sugar, or maybe taking a swig of Coke because it's gotten too low from the extra physical activity. Another tip is, like I said, don't let it constrict the way you live your life. Just because you're diabetic doesn't mean that you can't be a soccer mom or a soccer player. Soccer mom? Yeah, you can be a soccer mom. Why not be a soccer mom? That's totally awesome. Like some of the things I love to do. I love karaoke, I love singing, I love traveling the world, and I'm not going to let diabetes get in the way of that. I take my insulin pump, my extra supplies, my juice boxes, whatever I need, to wherever I go because I want to see the world, and I'm not going to let diabetes stop me from doing that. I'm not going to let it stop me from playing volleyball. I'm not going to let it stop me from going snowboarding in the wintertime. I'm not going to let diabetes control me. I'm going to control my diabetes. One of the other biggest tips that I can give any diabetics out there is don't be afraid or ashamed of checking your blood sugar when you're in public. Don't feel like you have to like step out of the room just to check your blood sugar. Like if you're at dinner or at work or wherever you are, you know, that's a great opportunity to create awareness. I mean, I don't mean like go walking down the street like poking each one of your fingers and check your blood sugar when you need to check your blood sugar. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've done that and someone I didn't even know was there just happens to say, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm checking my blood sugar because I have diabetes." "Oh, my uncle has diabetes, so you must be on the pill." Like, no, I'm not on the pill. I once had somebody ask if I was on the patch. On the patch? I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm a diabetic, I'm not a pirate or a smoker. Maybe I am a pirate. Only on Sundays. Sunday fun day! Yeah, another tip, watch out for vampires because, as you know, as diabetics, we sometimes get a high blood sugar. And when we get high blood sugars, our sugar is very sweet because there's extra... Did I say our sugar? Our blood is very sweet because we've got extra sugar inside our blood. Because you will attract all the vampires in all the lands. Make sure you lock your doors, keep some garlic in the kitchen. Maybe a few steaks around the house too. You create a little canopy up top so you can press a button and all the steaks will come down when the vampires come in. I don't know about you, but I do not want Kristen Stewart showing up at my apartment, fangs out, drooling. Yeah, so watch out for vampires. So in conclusion, Happy Diabetes Awareness Month to anyone watching this video, and just remember, if you're diabetic and you're out there, you are not alone. You are a fighter, diabetic fighter, just like I am, just like everyone else is. Oh, another thing, if you have lots of money, please donate to finding a cure, because diabetes isn't going to go away unless we fight it. So join the fight club here, the Diabetic Fight Club, and donate to finding a cure to diabetes. So in conclusion, remember, you're not alone. Don't let diabetes control your life. You control your diabetes, and all that in a bag of chips. Have a great day and happy November Diabetes Awareness Month.